everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion, Places Binding by AFTERBIRTH Plus. We're doing a daily, and yesterday we did okay for the first time in like the weeks that we've been back. We are in 75th place overall on the leaderboards with a 4.36 average ranking, something like that. Yesterday became 106th, a relative rank of the top 1.17%. With a score of 25,612. Let's get going on today's daily. We're Eve, and I know this is an Eve run that ends at Mom's foot, but I know that there's a way to get past it because I've seen the scores, and many of those scores are quite high up. So I'm assuming that's going to be a library right over there. We can't get in there yet, but one bomb is worth something. And really, yesterday was kind of like an essential score for me. The fact that we did okay yesterday means the world to me because we were kind of playing really shitty across like multiple different episodes. So I'm happy that we've now perhaps gotten past that. I hope that we've gotten past that at least. Not the world's biggest fan of, you know, creep shots. Do they actually get, I just realized, isn't creep shots like, so when you take a picture of like a girl's panties when she's going up the stairs or something? That's gross, Chad. Don't do that. Ah! We can't get that HP back there. The right play, as much as I hate to do it, is to go in, not take damage. Very much not take damage. Please. Extremely not take damage voice. Worth it. Well worth it. Then we don't have to use the razor blade and we stay in the Whore of Babylon state. But I don't really like the creep shots in the game very much here. But they're not terrible, I suppose. And honestly, we're pretty lucky that we were able to go into the Cursed Room and not completely screw ourselves, despite the inherent risk that was involved there. So, I don't know what champion version this is. I mean, I could tell, you know, he's got a hue-based difference to him. There's no doubt about that, but also the heads explode into baby spiders, which are very easy for us to kill, and honestly, this guy seems like a walk in the park, so I'm pretty happy about it. Let's grab this, grab this. Why grab it? Because it gives us good razor blade chances on the next floor, and then there was nothing else we could have really done. We couldn't have even gone to the other room. We didn't have any consumables, so if anybody's getting into special rooms there, I'd love to know how they did it. So, I don't know when, like, I do want to be in the Whore of Babylon state. We should probably do it quickly, but I feel like we should save it for rooms that are actually, like, tough-ish. No keys again. That way we get the value out of, like, using the razor blade on the room as well. Which means, you know, you can look between the lines there. I'm probably gonna go for the second razor blade play, either on a tough room or on the boss fight here. I do want to be in the Whore of Babylon state permanently when leaving this floor, but this is a semi-difficult room at least. I'll take the 4.5 damage bonus and then have like a 3 damage bonus on the next room instead. So don't get hit twice. If it's an asshole, and he's kind of an asshole, then what we'll do is pop the Algiz rune. So we have to do boss rush. That's obvious on a run like this. It's got to happen. But we want to go fast so we can explore every room, because only by exploring every room can I feel comfortable that we've gotten every possible chance to get an out, you know? I'm not just looking for the exploration bonus. I'm looking for the one special room that has like an AWAS rune in it that otherwise we could miss pretty easily. So this deal with the devil is important. Take blood clot, no crampo, no crampo. Good, 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 good. And this is great. So we're... Oh, you dicks! That changes everything, honestly. It like sincerely changes everything. So I'm taking them both. That one bomb waited so long to explode. I'm tilted off the face of the planet already. But we should be fine. I mean, the damage, both hits that we've taken, I've not been happy with. Walking into the fire was the worst, but we should still be okay. I mean, we got Rotten Baby. Rotten Baby is going to kill enemies that we find it tough to hit to begin with. Save your key for now, because just in case we get a little bit of money, which we obviously did not, we would have wanted to maybe go to the shop and buy a Spirit Heart. Instead, we'll go to our item room, and the item room has Stompy. Stompy gives us plays. I don't think it slows us down, and our speed's great thanks to Whore of Babylon anyway. Okay, so now we have a bomb as well. I don't think we have any tinted rocks, but Don't step on the spike, for God's sake. I don't really want to spend too much more time here, but you can see what I'm doing, hopefully. And that's trying to finesse a way for us to get into that shop. And 2 bombs could not do it, so... I'm looking for another key. Wasn't there something back here? Not something I'm interested in. It's tough. It's very tough. Trying to get a good, like, smattering of rocks without costing ourselves too much time. You know there's gonna be spiders up here at some point. The money's great, don't get me wrong, but we need a key. Don't get hit by the spider. I have a really bad habit of just walking back into the spiders. 3 spiders is no big deal. I think this is worth it right now for the money we're getting. Like, this is a smart play. Wish we'd gotten, like, 1 key, though. Who cares about that last pot? I care about that last pot. Okay. Last step. Hold me now. I'm 1 heart from the end, and I'm thinking... maybe last pot has got 2 freaking keys, but probably not. Anyway, we're really just waiting on 9 lives here. We spend more time than we probably should have there, but we got a lot of money out of it. If you find yourself on a room where you can get hit twice, it's very simple. Don't. But if you're gonna, pop algaes. There's our key. So now all we need to do, I really feel like our daily hopes and dreams hinge on finding either a tinted rock or a... you know what? I'm not gonna risk it. They hinge on finding either a tinted rock or a shop. Fairly quickly would be nice. Like, the faster the better. I guess with 1 bomb we should have looked for a second secret room. Could have gotten an eternal heart or something. Yeah, that would have been a smart play. We're probably... well, we're definitely not gonna have greed, though, so... we do buy the Spirit Heart. We do buy Ace of Clubs. Placebo might be one of those things that does work for us. I'm just not sure if the time's right. Thought maybe we could find a secret room there. This guy I don't really care so much. Keep it moving. Yeah, so the Ace of Clubs I think is fairly precious. Not precious, but useful. Precious implies a different level of usefulness. 1 makes you small. I thought we might wait for a placebo. Oh my... I don't know what to say about that, except that I deviated from 1 mushroom just to get caught by another. So that's on me. That might be an Ace of Clubs room, but I gotta try this first. Okay. This is either great or horrible. I'm super stoked that this guy's getting creeped on, despite the fact that he's a flying enemy, but free deal with the devil item, please be 9 lives. Sin Robes is also excellent. And then we did, oh man. I think you could take a little while to think about that, but I think we take neither. I don't think that he's done it. And he's like actually done it. Yera. Do you want to Yera an Ace of Clubs? You could turn the second Ace of Clubs into a bomb. You know you need AWAS, so Yera, Burkano. Okay, so this is fairly easy. You Yera everything. And then you Yera everything. And then you Yera everything. And then you take Burkano. You take as many Burkanos as you can. Just don't use the last AWAS. You know you're going to need it, so... all Burkanos must go. I do want to do more on this floor, but I think we're doing this fine. Like, we're in time. And we got, like, 8 AWASs. So, I mean, in actuality, what we might want to do... you're going to hate me for this, because we could get a black market, and you might be right, but it's going to take us 100,000 years. So we got an AWAS rune out here. I just want to make sure we got it. Okay, we got an AWAS rune out here. So drop it. What's the game plan? Very simple. Ace of Clubs. That way we not only get a bunch of bombs, we get the points for the bombs, and we still have an AWAS rune that we can take later. Are we missing out on multiple AWAS synergies? Yeah, but really, really think that this is probably going to be the way to go here. Plus, I mean, are you seeing the amount of flags we got kicking around us right now? Do we want a battery charge? No, but we probably would have if we'd gone for, like, Little Delirium. I think it's a cool item, and I might be missing the greater abilities of it, perhaps, but I'm content with this right now. And one thing's for certain, like, we have improved a lot on this floor. Like, we have gone from almost no HP to being beyond fine. For now, at least. We need something to improve it in the future, but for now, it's good. And I mean, honestly, Box of Spiders does beat the Razor in this situation, and we're probably not going to need the Razor in the future, because if we ever want to get into the Whore of Babylon state, we can just wait till a deal with the devil shows up, and then via that deal with the devil, we should be able to... Oh, that was close. Via that deal with the devil, we should be able to... much of the time get to 1 HP or 0 HP, depending on how things look. Do have a lot of money, though. So we're going to be out of here roughly on time, which is great. What was in our item room? Oh, it was the item we just put down, so it was the Razor Blade. Not bad, again, but maybe not what we want. I sort of think, why not buy the battery charge in this case? I don't think it's good for us with Box of Spiders, but we might get an item that it's very good with later, so I stand by that. We still have the Awaz rune. That's all important. The Awaz rune is like... That's the keys to the kingdom on this run, so don't fuck it up. By the way, the Razor Blade might super be the right call. But for now, I'm very content with this. Oh, we gotta. And the only way I'll be disappointed with what happened there is if it turns out that we did miss, like, a black market or something. But honestly, there's no... We could have taken 100 years there to figure that out, so... I ain't sweating it too much. So he gave us HP. I don't think I don't want HP, which is a confusing sentence, but... Like, I think I could afford to take HP, but I don't really want to take it just yet. The thing is, like... We really don't want to slow down the whole... That's pretty bad. We don't want to slow down the whole floor by not having Whore of Babylon for it, so... I think it's a good call... to just keep moving forward here. Taking as little damage as possible, which is something we haven't done amazingly with in the very recent past, but that's okay. Keep grinding it out here. Still in a totally fine position to thrive on this run. Big deal is boss rush. Even if we have to miss the HP upgrade back there, or even miss a deal with the devil payout as a result of not getting that HP back there and not being able to afford the other deal. We gotta take the relic. It's a beautiful pickup. I apologize fully to that reroll machine. Maybe it's got proptosis or something nestled deep within it, but the relic is amazing as is. I'm never going to complain about it. Shop's got Trinket Smelter. Probably will pay for itself with Swallowed Penny alone, so... To be honest with you, Box of Spiders once every 2 rooms is not that good. So we could take Trinket Smelter and hope that it works out for us in the future, but... 15 cents for, like, a piggy bank with a chance to get more out of it later is not that bad. If we get another trinket, we can always take Trinket Smelter with us permanently, even if we don't have another charge available immediately. And next battery charge, we'll just leave it on the ground. But we need to get the trinket first to make it really pop. So I'm thinking that the game plan here, as weird as it might sound, I think we pick up our HP now. Now, the real piss-off would be if it's Krampus. Oh, you know what? We got the goat head, so we don't need to go back for the HP until we know that it won't ruin Whore of Babylon. I was like, of course we're going to get a deal with the devil, but I forgot that, like, even if we leave, we'll still get the deal with the devil after we leave. So, yeah, this is actually fine. Cat of Nine Tails is lovely, and we probably want everything here. So I think you start with the Abaddon pickup, and then... The way that I think I'm going to handle this is we're going to walk back. We're not going to do every room because we don't have the time, quite frankly. We're going to put this down there. We found that secret room. We don't really care about that. Grab this. Okay. So now the HP allows us to pick up Sack Dagger on the cheap. And do we really care about... Not contract from below. Missing page 2? No, we don't care about missing page 2 at all. And Trinket Smelter versus Box of Friends. I still think there's no compelling reason not to take... it's not Box of Friends, but Box of Spiders. There's no compelling reason not to take Box of Spiders here. We're about 30 seconds ahead of schedule if all goes right, so I figure you look. She got that ass. I got to look. Sorry. You know, I'm seeing some players giving me salty looks. He doesn't say players, he says haters. I'm seeing them haters giving me salty looks. Lowries. But 50 told me... Go ahead and switch your style up, and if they hate, then let them hate, and watch the money pile up. It's the good life. Better than the life I live when I thought that I was gonna go crazy. Oh, dude. Now we wish we had Trinket Smelter. But until we get one more good trinket, it wasn't the wrong decision to take this. This is gonna speed us up like crazy as well. So what's the most important thing, in my opinion, right now? Sorry, I don't have the time judgment. Most important thing, in my opinion, right now is don't use Sack Dagger until you have invincibility. There's just no reason to go that hard on it. That's almost certainly our secret room back there, so I'm gonna place a bomb while we fight. We might not get invincibility, it depends what they give us. I think usually, Rune Bag's so good. Usually, if you get a Mom's Foot daily, they don't make you take anything. Ooh, dude, we verped a one makes you small pill. Not as good as I thought it was. I think we'll have a choice between the Polaroid and the negative, but I'm actually not sure. However, what was I gonna say? Oh, you know what? Like top tier shop items for us right now. Let me snag a little bit of that starter deck action, or maybe belly button. We don't need any of this. Okay, scary, but irrelevant. I want to be able to hold 2 cards. That way, if we get an AWAS rune when we're already holding an AWAS rune, we can hold 2 of them. It's tough, you know? First off, let's kill Brownie and see how it goes. I have no problem, since we have the Relic, sacrificing 3 Spirit Hearts to pick up a good deal with the Devil. But honestly, this is also a really good floor for Krampus to show up. And we're doing fine on time, as you might expect. Pacifier, not yet. You know what? Take them both. We can afford them both. And the flying is going to be really useful. So Binky's just tier delay and 1 HP. I know I said don't use Sack Dagger, but it feels good though, you know? It feels great. Just peep it, just peep it. You go Champion Belt. Yeah, Converter means nothing to me right now. I hate that. 1544, still fine. We're just looking for the item room because, I mean, many reasons, but one of them is that we have a golden key, so. Also really bad. Okay, so I think that's like my last straw for using Sack Dagger. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. I mean, we shouldn't, but we're gonna. And Quad Shot, I don't know, dude. Bad rate of fire, of course, but I can't help but feel that it's actually good. Now, if we miss Boss Rush, and I start to blame the daily, I want you to go, no, NL. That's not correct. You should blame yourself. And I should blame myself. Because this is a totally fine setup right here. IV Bag is actually great, by the way, for making Whore of Babylon pop. You know I got it. I hate to do it. This is so unlikely to matter at all, but we got plus 0.27 shot speed. You know what? That will manifest as killing enemies very, very, very slightly faster. Because our shots will hit them faster. Death card matters 0%. Okay, so we're down to the next floor, and the most important thing is Boss Rush. So don't let anything stand in the way of Boss Rush. If we do get to Boss Rush, I think we're going to be in a great situation for getting points here. I don't want little Baggy that'll ruin AWAS. There's going to be somebody out there who is a great Isaac player, a better Isaac player than me, and they're going to lose because they absentmindedly, or they're going to rank badly because they absentmindedly picked up little Baggy. They deserve your sympathy because that is, that's nonsense. Normally, I mean, if we had gone faster, we could actually do the Forget Me Now strat, which basically boils down to, instead of AWAS, we would teleport out of Boss Rush, use the 5 room, that's fine, Use the 5 room. Then hurry and get into boss rush really, really quickly. It allows you to get a second item, but also all the exploration bonus that it requires to get to boss rush in the first place. So it's a high risk strat, and it's relatively low reward. But a low reward in terms of points is actually a high reward in terms of rank on dailies. Past a certain point, at least. So you can probably see what I'm doing here. I'm taking what looks to be the most arduous path, because that tends to be, in my opinion, the path with the most likely chance to get to the boss. Bruce Springsteen. There was a Tinted Rock in there. Okay. Running a little low on keys, but that's not going to stop us from doing that. We are going to go back. We've been to our item room, but we should go to the shop. We got 29 cents. I don't care if it's greed. We want the points. And beyond the points, we want something that allows us to hold 2 cards, 2 runes would actually be, or blank card for that matter. Like, these would be top tier items. Plus, we're going to kill Mom in about 15 seconds maybe, so don't sweat it too much. No blank card. Placebo, Sharp Plug is bad. Ace of Clubs could ruin our run right now if we let it. It's a tiny item room. We're not gonna fight Hush. So what's the problem right now? Like, why am I sounding maybe a little anxious? Well, it's very simple, quite honestly. 1 Awaz rune only gives us 1 room that we can teleport through. Then we need Rune Bag to pay out with another Awaz rune. Which is plausible, but not something you necessarily want to bank on happening like 6 times in a row, right? So, well, the good news is, I suppose, that we should, because boss rush pays out so much, we should have a decent opportunity to get a second Awaz rune on boss rush, which would be good peace of mind. So we're going to take the Polaroid. This is actually perfectly fine. We're strong enough to kill Krampus in no time flat. And it wasn't worth it. I mean, maybe it is worth it, actually. We do have the battery, so we can store up charges. And we still have the Awaz rune. I can't stress enough. That's the moneymaker right now. So I think you actually, like, pop Awaz in, like, the weirdest position. And that's a good one. And then I think we want the Parasite here. We have Alges. So we're looking for Rune Bag payouts. Alges is fine. We're actually just going to pop it immediately. And it's going to, like, help us out a ton here. But we don't need more Awazes immediately. But it would be nice. While we have Alges, I'm not going to use a Krampus head charge. Might as well store up a second Krampus's head to use for when we find ourselves in a tighter spot, in my opinion. It's another rune. It's a Yera rune. It's a great rune. It's a high-quality rune. I will never insult a Yera rune to its face. Easy wave. Alright, I like that a lot. That was fun. We're probably due for another rune coming up. I really want, I mean, 1 year is fine. I really want, well, not Black Rune, ideally, but it could come in handy. I really, really want a Zigga Zigga Ah, but I really, really want Awaz. And if we can get a starter deck as our finishing item, or Belly Button as our finishing item, I'm gonna be a happy man. That's the good gravy right there. If we could, we'd like to actually take Yera down to the next floor. Because if we get an Awaz drop, then we can use Yera to double it, and that allows us to get, you know, as far as we conceivably can, so. This is the right wave, by the way, to use Krampus's head on, but I fucked it, so. Also a decent wave. Dagaz. Good rune. Yera's better, but it's a good rune. starting to feel the burn a little bit, because I know we're getting close to being at the end of this boss rush. And we've done well. Like, this has been a good boss rush. If you ignore the fact that the most important thing is that we pick up, above all else, a fucking Awaz rune. So, we have to... The problem is the Yarrow rune's gonna get black runed. I think I'd prefer the stats and then bank on a Yera Awaz later. We got a +1 luck. Who knows how that'll help, but we're headed down. We really need an Awaz rune or a self-sacrifice rune. That's the other thing. Or a shovel. Like, there's actually a ton of outs. I would expect... But you gotta look, right? That's an Algiz, I think. Or an Onsus? That's an Onsus. There is no self... Oh, there is a self-sacrifice room. Hey, Brain. I'm gonna need you to be better at spotting those. So now, worst case scenario, we take the self-sacrifice room. And it actually might be the right call, no matter what, to play the self-sacrifice room. But it's not if we can get through this floor and then there's another self-sacrifice room later. But this daily is actually great. And I haven't taken too much egregious damage. I really think we got a good chance to be ranked relatively well today. Or at least our score is going to be pretty good. Rank, I don't know. You know, everybody's going to, I think, have a decent chance to do all right today. Our time is good as well. But I don't know if we did anything too risky that's going to put us ahead of the population. Some people might not have taken either Goat Head or Rotten Baby. But I don't know how bad that would have screwed them. A lot of people probably wouldn't have been hit like I got hit either. To make it so risky to take both items from the deal with the devil, so. Devil? Hermit. We don't have anything else? We're just waiting for more runes, I suppose. Wait, there is a rune in there. What was the rune? It was blank rune? No, it's not a rune. Okay. Obviously, we're going to do this whole floor. There's no way for us to fight Hush, so. We're just moving on. And if we could not get hit for, like, the rest of this run, that would be awesome. Don't know what our odds are like there, but if you can make it happen, please do. That would have been a great time for Shoop-to-Whoop, but, you know, that's life. Onsus. Onsus does beat the Hermit. I mean, I'm happy with that situation. Already been to the Curse Room. Hagalaz. We should live through the Sacrifice Room. You know, we got Spirit Hearts back there. Several Hagalaz runes. Ghost Baby? I mean, Ghost Baby is actually, like, not a good pickup. But what do we care? We don't have anything that minimizes our damage after we get hit once, so we might as well just go for broke here. Fight the angel statues right away if they got them. We're gonna be invincible anyway. Damage penalty, obviously, like, hellish, but gotta do what you gotta do. Next one's an angel statue, I think. Well, no, there's always angel statues, so don't get your hopes up that this is over. Easy money. I guess if you get a black rune, you'd prefer to use it there. Get a lot of money. Okay, just go get your HP back. I'd rather not fight an angel statue on 2 HP, even though it's so unlikely to actually matter. We do still want to beat Mom's heart, and there's a deal with the angel that comes after that. So, I mean, maybe we even want to get that eternal heart. Although, I can't imagine why, now that I think about it. So let's just get through this. You got dusted very easily. And the next play is going to teleport us. So this is very simple. Stack up as many Spirit Hearts as possible. Ooh, that was actually dangerous. Yeah, I think we're on our way to having a second good score in a row here. Reassuring. The other thing, like the unseen killer here, might be the existence of a black market that I didn't find. Or a crawl space I didn't find, although those are substantially less likely to be any good at all. Yeah, crack it. Why not? Another Spirit Heart. The money's worth little, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Like, I'm not super worried about missing, you know, a tinted rock. That doesn't bother me too much unless we die. Small rock would be nice, but it doesn't change the game all that much. I'll play until 90 cents. Please. Well, I mean, there's a case to be made for Crystal Ball over Krampus's head. I think I'll go with it. So we're gonna fight Mom's Heart. I'm not gonna use Crystal Ball. Oh wait, this is only the Womb 1, dude! Still, there's no way for us to go down. It should just give us a trophy. So unless we get an Awaz rune. Of course. So now you have to choose. We've already played the self-sacrifice room 17 times. No, I think we go self-sacrifice room. And you're gonna think that I'm being a bitch about it. But there is... People are so quick to go, oh, sunk cost fallacy, sunk cost fallacy. Yeah, but there is, like... There's not all situations with a sunk cost are fallacious. Some of them are correct. I will say, this is not going to take us to 50,000, so it's possible that we made, like, extremely the wrong call. But it wasn't for a lack of balls. It was just for a plethora of foresight. So we have become Guppy with 1 HP, but I knew there was 1 HP back here, so I stand by it. If you give me bad trip, I'm going to Alt F4. Okay. So I am not necessarily the greatest Isaac player in the world. I'll tell you that. But I think we made right-ish decisions on this run. And I don't think we're going to hit a top 10 rank. But I do think there's a good chance that we're in the top 250. I would have said top 100. But I think that there might be a decent play at a seam. And the big seam that kills us is the Awaz rune from Blank Rune allows you to go down 1 extra floor. We don't really need that. Then by going down 1 extra floor... There's another Awaz rune that allows you to go to Shoal, and then on Shoal there's a self-sacrifice room. So that's how you just like grind my gears to an extreme degree, because that will give you like a 15,000 point bonus on us. And you might say, well, there's people that obviously did it because their scores are in the 50s. You're not wrong, but those people will get 50,000 just by breaking the game sometimes on a run where, you know, a reasonable person will get like 25. So that's not necessarily a great indication that that's where the run goes. Sometimes it is, though. By the way, 1 luck, we're getting ridiculous payouts for 1 luck here. A fun daily. Like, above all else, like, let's ignore the, Oh, we definitely want to Black Rune that. Yeah. Let's ignore the implications of possibly going down to the floor via the self-sacrifice room slightly too early, and talk about the fact that, you know, we, thankfully, got an awesome daily. This is not just a daily that is bad, but I played well on. This is a daily that is, like, really fun. And it popped off quickly enough that I think everyone's going to have a good time. We are going to get that, by the way. Probably could have re-rolled Harlequin Baby, but whatever. At this point, I'm mostly just in it for the good times. And it is a good run. Blank Rune. Algae is. Now, I don't know if we've fulfilled our promise to not take damage. Ooh, double per throw. To not take damage since we said that we wouldn't take damage, but, you know, it's been pretty solid. The flies ain't hurting anybody either. $3 bill. You know what? Let's take it. It's weird. I do want to use these per throws. Oh, I guess sometimes you'll just walk into a room and there will be a cage right there, so that's going to make it a little tough. Dude, this is very good. Another Yera. Both of these are not essential enough that we can reroll them. I don't really want to reroll Guppy's head, but I will because we can. So, sure, let's go for it. Dogtooth, it's a modest damage up. Like, very, very modest, apparently. But I like the Tears upgrade from Analog Stick, and why not, dude? God's Flesh. We're going to be done with this run in no time flat anyway. So yeah, 50,000, not gonna happen. But we should be... Did you get a little bonus for doing, like, the teleportation to here? Or have we already gotten that? Either way, we're done, and we did well. 36,000, 83rd. So we actually, maybe we made the right call, and the people in the 50s got a breaking score, but I'm extremely pleased with that. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.